What up, Laker Nation? You here with your boy Kareem, aka Mr. 100 Likes. How you guys doing? Wow. Let's get to it. Let's get to it, man. Elon Musk, you need to holler at your boy. DM me, man. I got a great power move, great business move for you, man. Come talk to me. I'm a diehard Laker fan. I've been with the Lakers for many, many years. I know the ins and out, the history of the Lakers. Um, just holler at me, man. I have a major plan for you. Put me down with you. Elon Musk, man, worth over $200 billion. The Lakers worth $5.5 billion. Just drop $10 billion on them. Just drop $10 billion. Tell Jeannie, give her an offer she can't refuse. And just let her go. Call me up. And then the coaching, and I will bring the organization back where it need to be, man. And with that, we're not getting rid of the Laker tradition. We will always have Laker Day and different things. And even if you want to keep Jeannie, if you want to hire Jeannie, pay her like $150,000 a year to organize events, Laker Days, and all the stuff, events they have for the past Laker greats like Kareem, Magic, Worthy, Byron Scott Cooper, all them guys there. We have them guys will have front row seats. They can work for the organization, do commentary work. We're not destroying the history. We're just getting rid of the buses. That's it. And have them just go about their way. They all walk away with over $1 billion. I think it'd be a sweet deal. I think if I'm Jeannie, I would take that deal because the value will eventually start going down with you because you're not putting the team in the right direction. You know what I mean? 6 siblings, $10 billion. They get over $1 billion a piece, and they could start another business, and maybe they get together and buy another team somewhere. So it just thinks it's time for a change, man. It's time. Jim Buss did a much better job than Jeannie Buss. Much better job than her. He didn't wear his emotion on his sleeves like her. They drafted well. The trades, it was nothing really bad he did. But the thing is, when him and Jeannie started bumping heads, things start being on purpose, and it cost him his downfall. For one, where he should have just did business and business, took business first, personal, put that to the side. The first mistake he made, you had a team, right? You had the Dwight Howard on the team. You got him, he was 27 years old. He said, I would love to play for Phil Jackson. And not only that, look at Phil Jackson's history. Look what he did with the bigs, his style of play, everything. Dwight was going to be a free agent. You need to know that. If you wasn't going to trade Dwight, you might have just signed on with Phil. Phil was, at that time, was only taking 2 years deal. So you wasn't married to Phil for a long time. Give Phil a 2-year deal. They had the team. The team was tailor-made for Phil Jackson. You goes with Mike D'Antoni just to piss your sister off. Your sister, everybody wanted Phil. And everybody know that team was built for a Phil Jackson type team where they probably could have got another title. And you opt and get Mike D'Antoni knowing you had Gasol and Dwight Howard. Knowing that wasn't going to work. Gasol, Dwight Howard, Ron Artest, it wasn't going to work. Where you should have just went for Phil Jackson. You know what I mean? But you try to be petty to get at your sister. You hired Mike D'Antoni. That was your first downfall. And then it went down from there. And then when you said, okay, if I ain't Western Conference Final in this particular year, I step down. Now you come to that year and you look at the roster and be like, nowhere in the world this roster going to be Western Conference Finals. At least Jim knows basketball. You can have a conversation with Jim about basketball. Jeannie don't know anything about basketball. She admits it. So, she honest about that. So now, what you do again? Now you give her the middle finger. You say, hey, okay, I'm on my way out the door. Things ain't looking good. I'm not going to make the Western Conference Final. So what did I do? You signed Luau Deng to a well overpaid, fully guaranteed, not even no 10. Nobody in their right mind would have done that. A fully guaranteed, not no team option at the second or third year. Fully guaranteed contract, $72 million for Luau Deng. A player was clearly on the downside he been declining since he left Chicago. He went to Cleveland, declined, went to Miami, declined. Clearly. And if you know the basketball, it was rumors that he's 4 years older than what he was. That's why his decline hit that way. You know, and he led the league in minutes for so many years. So now, what you do, you bring him on. And you signed Timothy Moscow, another guy who didn't do anything. You signed him to $65 million, $65 million. And you, for 4 years, now you tied the books up for 4 years, both of these guys who wasn't good. Because you had that much basketball sense. You, like I said, you know the game. You know, hey, this is going to hurt them. They ain't going to be able to build properly with this. They're going to have to do this, and it's going to take them a while to get what they do. You did that to be petty, right? So that's a mistake you made. You know what I mean? You being petty. That's why we got to get rid of all that. People who want to put the team first. Team first. That's all we want. Team first. So now, where she went wrong, because you knew that, because you knew, and I made a video, I was on top of that. I told you, my God told me this, the day Luau thing, the second day. She came out 4 days later. I mean, she came out a little bit later, right before she could have, because back then, when the team signed, you had, I think, till July 11th, where the deal became official. Luau Deng signed 4th of July. She cried. She knew those was bad contracts. She could have voided them contracts. She could have renegotiated with them guys and be like, no, I'm not signing off on that. She had the power to do it. She let that go, so that shows incompetence on her, because you should have understood, like, look where the franchise going. So you figure, okay, it's the Laker way. You keep leaning on this Laker way instead of you just using, listen, what's good for the franchise. Let me step in. I didn't sign for these deals. These guys ain't worth this player. You can ask any general manager that, this and that. So I'm not, you go to their agents. If their agents feel away, their agents just have to feel away. And you like, hey, I will honor some of it. You know what I mean? I know I ain't giving you guys no more 2 years. I'd have went 2 years with them guys. They know they still was way overpaid, even with the 2 years. If you'd have gave them the 16, 18 million per for the 2 years per year, was way overpaid, but they would have took that. But you want to worry about the Laker way and the optics, how things look. You knew ahead of time. I made a video and said she knew she was crying, and it came out a year later, everything I said. So that's when really people start really respecting me, saying, yo, Kareem really got people out there. So, boom. I said that. That's the mistakes you made. And they continues making these mistakes and this Laker way stuff, and they got the break from that because the league is getting wiser, smarter, and teams catching up. And now, with this new social media, everybody at their own brand, it's not a thing where you have to be in Los Angeles like it was back in the days. Now you don't. Look how big Luka is right now. Look how big Giannis is. These guys in small, look at Giannis in Milwaukee. You know, these guys is big. Yeah, Dame, he's still getting his money, still getting commercials. Chris Paul, he ain't up playing Los Angeles. He got the State Farm thing. Harden, he never played in Los Angeles. He played in OKC and in Houston. These guys still could be able to make their money, still have their brand, and they don't need Los Angeles. It's not like back in the day. So the Lakers need to stop all this. Everybody want to come to the Lakers because you don't have to. Because at the end of the day, every team have the same cap space. You're not dealing. It's not like baseball where who have the richest owner, the best market. It don't work like that. So Elon Musk, my guy, hit me up, man. We're gonna get this thing right. I'm gonna put it on the right track, man. And all we just need your money. And you only 50 years old. You're gonna make your money back. You're gonna see your money. You're gonna see your money. You're not old. I don't know if you have kids or anything, but you're gonna see your money before it's said and done. And that's an excellent investment. I know it's a little overpaid, $10 million, but we could get it done. You're worth over $200 billion, so we just gonna get it done. And I want to give a shout out to Ticket TV because he said something in his video, and I said that before. And I'm the type person, I like to really evaluate things. That's what I said about Darvin Ham. A lot of people telling me about Darvin Ham. I don't know much about Darvin Ham as a coach. I knew him as a player, but as a coach. So that's why I'm not quick to say, oh, I want Darvin Ham. But I've been saying this. Ticket TV said you cannot say Rambis is a bad coach because look the position he is. We don't know. I don't know if he's a good coach or bad coach because he was with the Knicks. Knicks had a horrible roster. Knicks it was just a bad situation. He's Minnesota rebuilding team. He didn't last long and need the stops. So it's hard to really evaluate him. I'm not saying I want him. I don't want Rambis as no coach. Not at all. I don't want Rambis as no coach. But the reality is, being fair, you can't say he's a horrible coach because he really didn't get a full, think both situations just bad situations, So I seen him talk when he worked and thing. He do sound like he know basketball, and I do believe he know basketball. But I don't want Rambis as coach. But I just wanted to shine that light on that is right, that we don't know. And I don't want people to start judging things and don't know for sure. So I need you guys to like, subscribe. Peace.